But, Governor, what is the most important lesson you learned from your father, who, after all, was a highly successful CEO himself, three-term governor of Michigan, and a great public servant himself, and a great father, as you have 5 successful sons?
Yeah, a lot of lessons that relate to business, but I'm going to answer your question at the end, but I'm going to start with what's not. I mean, he had great sayings. He used to say things like, "There's nothing as vulnerable as entrenched success." And he would explain to me that great corporations that were very, very successful were highly vulnerable. And there were great opportunities to just take over their business because they became complacent and self-satisfied. He said things like, "The pursuit of the difficult makes men strong." I'm not sure these were his original lines, or he just quoting somebody else, but he had these things that were very, very helpful, and his level of integrity was such that has always been of the greatest value to me in my business life and in my political life, which is, are you comfortable with who you are, what you believe, and you express that in the way you deal with others. But the most important thing he taught me was that the most rewarding part of life is your relationship with your spouse and your family. Family and faith is the most important thing in my life. And the nice thing about your relationship with God and with your family is that serendipity, meaning the luck of what happens in the world, doesn't influence whether you're successful or not. You can have a wonderful relationship with your wife and your kids entirely dependent upon you. And I have to tell you that even if you work really hard and you're really smart, I can't guarantee you that you'll get rich and successful because there's too much luck involved. They're just things that happen that you never would have imagined. They're great corporations people went to work for, worked their way almost to the top, and then somebody invented something that put them out of business, and they're on the street flipping hamburgers. I mean, it's just that's the nature of dealing in a free economy. But one thing that can never be taken away from you is your relationship with the people you love. And I mean, I remember asking my dad. My wife and I asked him at age 88, "Dad, what was the most meaningful part of your life after serving as a governor, cabinet secretary, CEO of a major corporation?" He said, "Oh, no question about it. It's my relationship with your mother and with you kids." So, yeah, that's the most important, valuable thing I learned from Dad.